Hear ye, I bring you from news of old, a skill that has once been lost, but was once so precious. It is still a skill that is important and enchanting in life, but only few possess it. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, the skill that I speak about is the skill of listening. We spend 60% of our conversation time listening, but we only retain about 25%. Of course, not this speech and not this talk, because all of you guys are going to retain 100% of what I'm about to say. But in general, we do. Which means we are greedy to speak rather than to listen. We're hungry to meet others, but reluctant to hear them. I say it's a lost skill because I believe we're losing our ability to listen. We can hear, but listening is different. Due to writing and audio recording, as well as phone and texting, these are some of the reasons. According to Pew Research, 18 to 24-year-olds send and receive over 100 text messages a day, and 50% of them say that it is just as meaningful as a phone conversation. But that's not the only reason. Our world has become so noisy. The buzzing and the honking of the traffic and the cracking and door opening and noise of the office, we have become desensitized, which makes it harder to listen for the quiet and the subtle. Why is listening important? It is through listening we understand each other better. In this world that we live in today, conversation has the potential to become an argument. If you're on this side, you must be against that side. Pew Research did a study of 10,000 Americans and found that we are more polarized now than ever before. And we stick to conversations such as weather and how are you doing, instead of talking about things like religion, politics, race. Because we can't have those type of conversation without us getting angry or offending someone. In school, we teach writing and reading, and at certain times, even speech giving. Remember all those group presentations you had in high school? And in Toastmasters, we focus on the importance of being able to speak well. But I think it is just as important to be able to teach each other how to listen well. And so I would like to give you a few tips. Would you guys like to learn how to be a better listener?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So take one, pass it down. Take one for myself, sorry. So number one, to be a better listener, be a conscious listener. If there's anything that you will take from my speech today, it's these two words. Become a conscious listener. And this theme will follow the rest of the tips. Becoming a conscious listener is someone who listens to understand, not to respond. How many times have you spoken with someone and you already know what you're going to reply to them before they even finish speaking? Number two, don't multitask. Be present, not just putting away your phone, but when I'm speaking with someone, my body is like, oh, but my mind is doing this. When am I going to eat lunch? Oh, he said something funny. You see? Be present in your mind. Number three, enter every conversation as if you have something to learn. What someone else may know, the wisdom they may have, you might not know them. Bill 9 said, everyone you will ever meet knows something you don't. Number 4, ask open-ending questions. Who, what, when, how? Because these questions will go more than just, yes, I had a good day. No, I didn't have lunch yet. A good listener will try to understand the depth behind when someone says, I am so annoyed with my job. They will ask what it is about your job that you're annoyed with, or why you're having a bad day. They will try and find the underlying emotion. Number 5, conversations is not a promotional opportunity. It is not about you. I am guilty of this. When I'm speaking with someone and they say, oh, I've had a terrible day, and I'm just like, oh, you had a terrible day? Let me tell you about my day. Or like, oh, my brother did this funny thing and I was so laughing so much, and I was like, oh, that's so hilarious. My brother did this and I have this many siblings, and let me tell you about the rest of my family. It's not about you. Listen to the other person. Number 6, don't judge. A good listener doesn't moralize. They can assure others that they recognize and accept our insecurities and vulnerabilities. Social media, we just state, hey, I'm doing this today, I'm eating this today. We filter our emotions because we don't want to be judged. A good listener does not judge. Number 7, separate disagreements from criticism. A good listener is able to express and be able to let the other person understand that just because I disagree with you doesn't mean I don't like you. I can like you and have something else to input in our conversation, or disagree on how you view the world. Think about it. What kind of world would it be if we became conscious listeners? Whether you believe in God or biology or whatever it is, there is a reason why we have 2 of these and 1 of